Day 44. Read my book with me on social media. My Ground Up, a self-love workbook for the generational curse breaker. All right, so you already know what we're doing here. We're breaking generational curses, limiting beliefs, cycles, patterns, thoughts, all that good jazz, right? Well, it's really not good jazz, you know what I'm saying? But it's the work that we're doing that's the good jazz. Yep, that. And yeah, so you were chosen from your lineage to do this work, right? The trailblazer, and you're the token, if you will, black sheep. Yep, that's pretty much it. That's what you are. Okay, but yeah. So if today's read resonates with you, be sure to like, save this video. Also, get in the comments, engage, or just click the link in my bio and grab the book. Okay, so we can do the work together because we are trading those things in for generational wealth, right? Trading in generational curses for generational wealth. So let's get into the read. All right, so let's see. Still feeling it. Stop. All right, that's page 111 and 110. Okay, let's see. Let's go for the right side. I always say the right side, but no, for real. Yesterday we did the left. Today we're gonna do the right. Right is yang, masculine energy, and it is like the right side, like the right brain, your right brain. It's light, if you will. And I can already tell you that we are in the solar plexus, which is also masculinity. It's the second masculine energy of the 7 chakras. So we're going to take this first paragraph and get into it. So let's dive into it, because when we're talking about cycles, curses, you know, limiting beliefs, we can think, and I've said this, me and the Holy Spirit talked about this a while back. When you've experienced rejection in life, you know, no matter where that's coming from, you could think that when you have the spotlight or you receive the spotlight in some way, like that's your revenge. You know what I'm saying? Like just the fact that someone rejected you, your idea of revenge is to be put in a position where that person has to see you. And God forbid it's a group of people. It's like, no, they're gonna see me. These same people who rejected me, they're gonna see me, and they're gonna see me on top. So you can see rejection has this kind of residual, or this residue, if you will, of, like I said, revenge, right? I need to get you back for when you look down on me, when you didn't choose me. And the thing about that is, we think that that looks like having the spotlight, you know? And the thing even about that is, the spotlight is literally more, say, it's an environment for you to receive more scrutiny, right? When you are in the spotlight, you are in the public eye, you have opened yourself up to be scrutinized. So that very light you think is gonna make you look good is the same light people will use to torch you with. And this is the reason why you have to really know what it means to want to be in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? And if you are highly sensitive, then it's probably going to be, you know, one of those scissor situations where you don't want to come out in the public eye. You don't want to be seen. You don't want to be photographed. You don't want to be, you know, in crowds, because you don't want to be perceived, because you're highly sensitive. The way people see you, what people think about you, how they perceive you, all those things really get to you. So at that point, what good is it for you to even have the spotlight? God has to prepare you for it. And so this isn't to say that people who are highly sensitive, God doesn't intend to give them the spotlight. What I've learned personally is that you're the perfect candidate. And the reason being is because you aren't necessarily like seeking this spotlight, if you will. People who want the spotlight, like they just gotta have it. It's the heart posture that God starts to analyze. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, What's your reasoning for wanting this spotlight? Why do you want everybody to look at you? Why do you want to be seen so badly, right? And so God will literally withhold that thing for you because he sees that it's not good for you. You're not wanting that thing to glorify him. Where the highly sensitive person is like, God, I don't want that. Because you know what I'm saying? I really don't want anybody just looking at me, wanting to assume or make assumptions about me or whatever the case may be. Like, even when I recall saying to God, you know, okay, I've accepted that I'm someone who you call famous, right? And hear me, because people hear that and it's like, oh my gosh, he just want to be famous. Listen, babe, we're talking about spirituality and spiritual ranking. In the spirit, I am famous. I'm a celebrity, and not because it's Big Bad Latara. It's because my father is famous. It's because I come from a royal family. I'm a royal priesthood. My father is famous. It's Jesus who's famous. And me being a descendant of Jesus, I'm a partaker of his inheritance. Aren't we all? So, you're right. I'm famous. And I'm a celebrity, especially in the spiritual realm. So I know my spiritual ranking. And yet, when it comes down to having said notoriety in the natural realm, it's like, okay, God, I know you say this about me. And obviously, some people may not see that because they don't have insight. They only see with eyesight. But aside from that, these people, or you perhaps, right, the highly sensitive person is like, God, I don't really care to be in everybody's face all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I can catch ghosts like nothing. You know, I don't really care to be amongst people all the time. I enjoy my solitude. I enjoy being alone. I enjoy me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really care about being outside like that. And God be like, perfect. You're perfect. Because I know you won't idolize the gift. So someone who wants it so bad, you get what I'm saying? God already sees their heart, and he's like, you know, if I were to give you that, it would completely destroy you because you'd idolize it, right? And, you know, he's such a good God. He's so graceful. He's such a good father that he takes that kind of care not to just give us something just because you know what I'm saying? Just because you want it. It's like when that thing is literally going to destroy you. So he will sit you down, you know, like, hey, let me show you what this is really about. Let me give you insight to what this is really about. And then you tell me if you really want that thing. And so when he really started pulling back the layers on what it looked like to be renowned, I especially was like, yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And he just started to do the work. He was like, perfect, right on time. So let's get into the word. You're still here? Let's talk about it. So this is a great opportunity for you to take a screenshot and, of course, grab yours, link in my bio. So it says, people who grow up in poverty without different representations of success other than what's on TV could have distorted ideas about success and how to define it. We could assume the only way to become wealthy is to be famous. Not only do we see them as rich, but their lives are glamorized. We hear stories about how they become successful almost overnight. These days, it doesn't seem to take skill or talent, and many people pursue it. It seems to come without sacrifice. In our ignorance, we form ideas such as their lives are better than ours. It's no way they experience hard times. If they do, they are easier to endure when you have money in the bank. We put them on a pedestal and create false idols. We are ignorant to believe famous means wealthy. It doesn't. Being famous doesn't equal success, just like being rich doesn't equal wealth. Before pursuing fame, we must understand what it means to be famous. Y'all see all this happening with Shannon Sharpe? Don't play with it. Don't play with it. It just literally opens the door for more scrutiny and definitely more exploitation. Click the link in my bio. Let's grab it. Let's talk about it, and let's do the work together.